Thobela, Lebogang, Thobela, Ndauwee, Nzunza. Yes, we are here. Great to see you here. Great to see you here. We are here. We're going to be chatting with each other, right? And having fun on this spiritual day. Makhosi Lisedi, Makhosi, welcome. Yes, we're starting that live session that we have been looking forward to. I have been looking forward to. Yes. And Kganya, I hope we'll be Khanyising each other. And yes, as we always do. And we will get to be nicely spiritually aligned and enjoy ourselves. And Thobela Thoma, Kganya. Yes, welcome. It's been a long time for me, trying to come back to the live session. And yes, I am here as I am. And yes, I'm still waiting around with my people. But I'm here. Finally, I'm here. And I'll share with you as soon as we relax. I'll share with you some beautiful things that have been happening spiritually for me. And yes, Makhosi, Tiamat is here. Makhosi, ma, great to see you here. I was actually thinking about you this morning. Makhosi. Yes, we are here, Kganya. And yes, we'll talk about what is actually happening in our spiritual path. And yes, we'll take our time, relax a bit, because the beginning is more like we tend to be, not in a relaxed state. But as time goes on, we will relax and we will allow those who are in charge to take over, and we can Khanyisa each other. And yes, that's what it is all about. Right? So let's get that spiritual vibe in first. Yes, and we can nicely talk to each other, nicely align. Anyway, while we're still waiting to nicely align, oh my gosh, what was happening to me today? I was actually not even in the morning. Around 8:30, 9 o'clock a.m. kind of thing. I had that little bit of sleep where you just feel like you need to sleep so you can receive, like that kind, like a quick kind of. And I was riding that scooter, like those scooters that children ride, like with one leg on the ground and one leg on the scooter, and they keep on the scooter around, they ride it. Oh my gosh, I was riding that today. And actually I can't ride it in real life, right? But in the dream state, oh my gosh, I was on the road, in the busy road, and I was riding it. Actually, my people were saying to me, we've got you covered. Look at you enjoying yourself, being free, actually with no care in the world. I was just there riding that scooter in the middle of the busy road, navigating that scooter nicely. I could just see the freedom that was coming with that, the fun. I was just having fun, enjoying the scenery. And just, actually, I was actually overtaking cars. Can you imagine? That's how much fun I was having on the road, right? Remember, I'm talking about spiritual thing, metaphorical, right? This is not real life. It's metaphorical. So I was riding that. My people were showing me I'm in control, things like that. I'm going in, zooming in and out, overtaking and coming in. And, like at some time, I actually even have the leg, instead of putting it there, I had it like on air, like this one on that scooter. And I was just flying there. As in on the road, right? Enjoying myself. Oh, it was so beautiful. It was so beautiful. I was enjoying myself. I was literally enjoying myself. Anyway, that was me riding the scooter today. That was my dream. I'm just showing you how good I was feeling in the early morning. So I guess that's why you see me hiding as well, because if you can be that good in the dream state, it will, like, when you wake up, it will show as well that you got it, you are covered there. Anyway, let's greet you. Let me use this. Traveler, mom. What does it mean when you what does it mean when one drives the scooter so fast? I also had something similar. Well, for me, because of what I'm going through in my spiritual path, they were just showing me where I am in this particular moment. So it's related to my journey at this particular moment in time, how great my spirit is feeling with where I am at this particular moment in time. So it was reflected as in the dream state. I was riding what I find it difficult in real time, right? A scooter myself, the children's scooters, I tried going on it. My issue in real life, I'm talking about, I'm taking to metaphorical and reality, right? In real life, I always feel like, oh my gosh, if I fall down at my age, I'll probably not be able to walk again. My knee won't be able to be repaired, right? Because my age, I'll break something there if anything goes wrong. So I'm always cautious about, about riding the children's ones. I mean, they're adult ones, isn't it? But I'm always thinking, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even attempt to do it, right? Because I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about if anything goes wrong. So they were showing me in the dream state that I'm capable of doing that, because I was doing something that in real life I'm worried about, but in the dream state that they were showing metaphorically that I'm able to do that because of what I'm navigating at this particular moment. It is like riding something similar to scooter. Like, I think about scooter in real life in this particular way, but in my spiritual path, what I'm going through, it is like riding that scooter, and the way I was riding it, I was doing like serious stuff on the road, like I'm capable, right? And I was free, I was having fun. So it is my spiritual path, what I'm going through, I'm free, I'm feeling free, I'm having fun with it, right? And I'm navigating it as I'm supposed to be navigating it. Actually, I'm in control. Like, they were showing me on the road, like I was like the car's coming that way, and I was going that way. So I was going in and out like this. So they're showing me like even with things that, things that are coming like that, like coming towards me like that, I'm able to manage to navigate things like that, like they were showing me with scooter. And I'm actually riding it in the busy road, meaning that it is something that I wouldn't normally do. You understand? So because of the way I'm having fun with it now, my state, it is like even using that on the main road, right? On the main road, because scooters, you're supposed to use it on the side road, isn't it? Pedestrian kind of side. But I was doing it on the main road with oncoming cars and going that way. You understand? So it shows like I'm able to navigate my new spiritual path, something that is unfamiliar to me. I'm able to navigate it like I was navigating the scooter. Oh, and actually enjoying the scenery as well. And what they were showing me as well with that scenery, because I was actually in England. I was riding that in England and actually see the new scenery that I haven't seen before in England, like enjoying it. Even in the dream, I was saying, wow, England is so beautiful like this. So it's like a recognizing new things, becoming aware of new things that I wasn't aware of. You understand? That they've already been there. It is because of where I was. I wasn't out there to see them, but now that I'm actually writing this, I'm out there. I'm seeing the things that I wasn't seeing before. They were there already, but I'm enjoying them. So I'm enjoying the moment, the presence. I'm enjoying where I am, which is my spiritual path. I'm currently enjoying this current state that I'm in, this place that I'm in. You understand? And actually recognizing things that I haven't seen or that were there, but they were not obvious to me. Now I'm becoming aware of them. So the scenery, right? Enjoying the scenery while riding the scooter and having fun. And actually even saying in the dream that, wow, I didn't realize that England is this beautiful because of where I am, right? I'm actually appreciating it now. Before I wasn't appreciating it, right? Because I love my Africa, I love Africa. But they were showing me that I'm now even enjoying where I am, spiritually and physically, obviously. That is what is happening to me at the moment, right? So that is how beautiful it was. That was me and my dream. Okay, we are freeing people there. We hear you, we hear you, we hear you. Okay, we're getting some love from on. Lebogang ke re ke mo tseleng tsela e sa felele re ke gopela di lift batho ba hana ke tibisa ke dimpja. Okay, all right, that's interesting. So what is happening with the dogs? You know, like what happens sometimes, this journey can be dragging and dragging, like the road that is unending, right? But we in our Ndauwee, we encourage people to understand the things that are chasing them, right? We try to encourage our people to try to understand things that are chasing us, because those things that are chasing us might actually even be able to show you that there is a short path instead of just going on an unending road, right? So listen to those dogs. Yeah, listen to them. Stop and try to understand the dogs, right? Because these dogs might be the dogs that might show you where you're supposed to be going in order to make the journey easier for you, so that this road is not too difficult for you, right? Meaning that other people might not be able to help, but the dog might be the ones that are able to help you. Metaphorical, right? The dogs might be the ones that are able to help you. So people who don't want to help you on the road might not want to be involved in the things that they don't know about, but they want you to focus on those things that are chasing you. So pay attention to them. They want to bite you. Look, there's no dogs that will bite you in the dream state. These dogs need to be faced. So there's something that you're running away from. So they come in as in dogs chasing you. So you need to find out what it is that you're running away from in real life and in your spiritual life. So yes, we tend to run away from dogs for reasons that we know. Sometimes it's because of what we think about when we think about dogs in real life. But then in the dream state, remember that in the dream state, you must always remember that it is your ancestors, spirits, and guides. Right? They're using animals, they're using people, they're using things around there. They set the scenario for you to understand a message, right? So if there is something in real life that is disturbing your peace, they will bring it to you in the dream state so that you can look into it. So everyone get involved, animals get involved, people get involved, right? So we as people, we need to face whatever it is that we are running away from, right? We need to face it, to try to understand it. If it is a situation, if your dream was a situation-based kind of thing, like there is something in real life that is coming to you as in threatening, like the dogs that are chasing you in the dream state. So you need to stop and think about it, as in how can you deal with those? If it is threatening, like the dogs threatening you in the dream state, you need to deal with it, because it's going to keep on chasing you. Because remember that road as well. It is a long road that you're on, right? So you need to stop. And why are people not giving you a lift? Because sometimes you don't need lift from people. You need to be walking your road the way that you're supposed to walk it. If it is long, you need to walk it. Take your time, right? Take your time. Sometimes you get lift, sometimes you won't in your spiritual path. Meaning that you get a lift, you get a lift to get you faster to where you're going. But sometimes it is that difficult that there is no one out there in real life to help you, even though you're finding it so hard. So if there's no one out there to help you get to where you want to go faster, so you might as well just deal with the things that are disturbing your peace at the moment, the dogs, right? Find out what is happening. Then you will enjoy your road, even though it is longer. So you don't have the threats, which are dogs, and then you don't have to deal with having to walk that long, and then having other threats on the side, meaning that threatening things on the sides like those dogs, right? And remember that it's metaphorical. The situation is coming in as like dogs trying to bite you, and then people refusing to give you a lift, and the road being longer, right? Your journey being longer, and then not getting help along the way, which a lot of us sometimes we want. But sometimes our journeys, they need to be walked as they're supposed to be walked. If it takes long, you need to walk that long road, right? Because along the road, you might see other things that you might not be able to see if you were to be given lift. The car will be moving fast, right? So you might not be able to see things that are very important in your spiritual path, right? So that is why sometimes people will help you by refusing to give you something that will help you get to where you want to go faster. Help comes in as in people refusing to give you assistance in order to get somewhere faster. But for you, a negative thing turned into a positive thing. You understand? So you might be on that road, you see other things that people, you won't be able to see if you were in the car, right? But deal with the dogs. Anyway, that is us in our spiritual path. We don't remember. We don't get to be chased in our spiritual path. We face everything. Even if you get beaten in the dream state, reality is that you'll take that as in next time you know how to manage situation in real life. You know what to avoid. Certain people can come in as dogs like that. They'll bite you. But then if you've been beaten, spiritually beaten, you know what to avoid in real life, right? You know what you're supposed to do. You already practice in the dream state. So in real life, if situations are coming in like that, threatening like that, you'll be able to manage to deal with them because you know what it is like. You know the kind of bite that the dogs leaves you with. Because if you're beaten by dogs in the dream state, metaphorically beaten, it means that it could be that those dogs are coming with nasty things, isn't it? I'm being metaphorical. I'm taking it too far. They come with nasty things. You have to heal that. The wound from the dog bites. It takes you longer. You'll be dealing with emotions in real life that you can't deal with. You understand? Because you are beaten, isn't it? Metaphorically beaten. So you have to deal with those wounds afterwards. That can be nasty. Comes with infections, and those dogs are not even. I'm metaphorically now taking you far. The worst case scenarios. But we have to show no fear and stop in those dream states and deal with the dogs. Kamagwini's Paul. Hope I'm not too. You are never too late. We're gonna be here talking to each other. Yes, talking to each other. And yes. And I'm still waiting for my project, I'm still waiting for project in my spiritual journey. These ancestors, spirits and guides, and whoever that is coming, they're taking their time. They're taking their time with me, which can be, they're taking their time. I'm losing patience at this particular moment. But after today's dream, I guess nice things are coming. But I'm waiting to see if I'm getting a new name. And it's taking, they're taking too long. Anyway, as Paul is talking about something else then. What is coincidence? I had a dog dream last night and I get in here to hear you speak about dogs. Shame, dog has. Shame. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, dogs. The dream that I had a dog, the last dream that I've seen a dog, in the dream I became aware, like those dreams where you consciously become aware that you're actually dreaming. You remember your ancestors have, like I remember in the dream, like my ancestors have already told me they are in the dream setting up scenarios. I stopped. There was a dog trying to play tricks on me. I stopped and say, I know that your ancestors. Come on now, which one are you? And then the dogs became a human being and started laughing, kind of thing. So it's like it's scenarios, guys. You need to remember that these are scenarios set by ancestor spirits and guides to help you. So if you're fearful of things that are happening in dream state, how are you gonna deal with reality, things that are real, like day to day, right? So we need to face things in there because they're in there. They're with us, isn't it, to help us. Always remember that in the dream state, you are with your ancestors, your spirits, your guides, and the source as well, guiding you, right? Guiding you. So it's like we're playing like those games, guys. I keep on reminding you that it's not like games all the time, right? Because some dreams you're actually in others different dimensional state. I'm talking about just when it's just ancestors, spirits and guides just trying to make you aware of something that you need to pay attention to, which is related to real life, isn't it? So they're setting up those things in the dream state. They're inserting things so that you can look at your situation in proper details in the relaxed state, in the dream state. So they put you in there, they put things that are threatening, they start acting in different ways so that you can look at yourself, how you react to things, what are people doing in that dream that is not right or that is right, and what are you doing that is right or not right. So you can take what you're getting, the information in the dream state, and look at your real life situation so that you can correct, you can adapt to things that are happening to you, new things that you need to adapt to, or you can correct things that you're doing wrong, right? Or you can healing start from the dream state, and then you in real life you're able to manage whatever that you need to manage, right? So you take information from the dream state and look at the things that are happening to you in real life, and live happily ever after. That is what it is all about. Oh, I keep on forgetting about this one. I know exactly what you mean about being aware that you are dreaming while you are sleeping. Crazy business, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's beautiful. I dream. I dream about two dogs sitting, but between them, a what? A bridge. A bridge, meaning what? A bridge or a beach. Dogs sitting, but between them. Explain yourself. Remember that when we're talking about dreams, you need to explain your dreams properly. Because because it can be ancestors, it can be spirits, like it can be like any spirits. They can put animals, or you can be ancestors putting animals, or it can be just animal coming in because of the behavior of an animal. So the situation is being reflected using the animal so that you can focus on how the animal is behaving, meaning that the situation is coming in signifying this animal's behavior, right? Like in real life. So when you're explaining your dream, remember that you don't just put like hours with dogs, right? It doesn't make any sense to anyone, right? For me, it won't make any sense. Hours with dogs. Okay. I'll have to think about the memory of me and dogs. It doesn't bring anything. But if you're explaining the dream properly, so we can look at the context of the dream, so it is easy for me to see. If you're explaining it properly, then I can get information. If it is a spiritual dream, meaning that involves the spirits, then I can get information from them, and I can tell you that looks like that spirit. And then if it's ancestral, I can show you, oh, that looks like, even we're using totems, right? Or if it is coming in as in something else, like even you, something to do with your real life, the dogs, neighbors' dogs, they're coming in the dream state because it reminds you of the neighbors' dogs. And there's something when you think about neighbors' dogs, then we can explain the dream properly, right? But you need to be able to explain yourself. I don't know what a breach is. Between them, a breach. What is a breach? You're taking me to Google now. Breach, a gap in a wall, a barrier or defense, especially one made by an attacking arm, a breach in the mountain wall. Okay. An act of breaking or failing to observe a law. What do you mean by that, Dorcas? Please explain it to us because I'm not getting anything. And Ndauwee, oh, you mean a bridge? But what was happening with the bridge? If that is what Dorcas is talking about, what was happening? You need to explain yourself properly, guys. Dogs' dreams are so beautiful. They come in so many different ways. A lot of spirits use them. Even sometimes they use them with different things. Dogs can come with beads. Dogs can come in with your ancestral cloth. Dogs can come in with, they come in with different things. Dogs can come in with just showing you where you are spiritually in your spiritual path. Like my training with my ancestors, they started me with the dogs. I was training, they were training dogs. They were coming in as like small dogs and growing. So like other people will get new babies, right? Mine were small dogs and they were coming in. You understand? And I was fearful as well. I was running away from dogs. I was scared to the extent that when I was ready, they started bringing the dogs to me. So I started playing with them because they started showing me like there's nothing to be afraid of. Even these dogs, they look a bit strange, isn't it? But look at other kids, other children are playing with them. Then you as a grown-up, what is it? Why are you afraid of dogs? Remember that ancestors, they know you. So they tend to use something that they know you will pay attention, isn't it? Like me, they use children to show me that what am I afraid of? If children are there playing with dogs like the way they're playing with dogs, what is making me run away from something that, what is wrong with you? A grown-up running away from dogs. Look at kids are playing with the dogs. You, what's happening with you? Then I started being, okay, then I started playing with my dogs, teaching my dogs how to behave, training my dogs. That in this house, you don't just come barking and we start barking on the road. We'll go into a mental hospital, right? Because depending on where you are, if you're with dogs, they start barking like that, and you start behaving like a barking dog, which is not restricted. People are going to be thinking that you're mental, isn't it? I'm talking about ancestors, spirits and guides. When you're still training, right? You don't want to be trancing in and out outside on the street, right? I'm just metaphorically taking you to dogs. Ancestors trancing you in and out. Anyway, so that is just that. Okay, let's go back to our live session. Okay. All right. Ndauwee. Two dogs sitting and a white man speaking to me. I'm in a bridge of a river. Okay. All right. So we've got a river. We've got dogs. A white man speaking to you. So what was the white man saying to you? Because they were giving you something there. They were speaking to you. It was not like a dream where it is like nothing happening. Someone was talking to you. So what were they saying to you? Tell us. So you might get your message there. Why are you concentrating on the dogs? What was the man saying to you? So we will understand what you were saying there in the dream state. Anyway, I'm so upset with myself and not knowing animals. I dreamt of a small animal that was on a plant. What? I dreamt of a small animal that was on a plant. Then this thing jumped on me. I was scared. I'm scared of rodents looking things in my waking life. Okay. All right, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. So as this thing jumped on me, I cringed and started praying, Our Father. Okay, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. And then what happened? Oh, this sounds really interesting. Spoke, come on, give us more. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. But what do we say, our mothers? Our mothers who art in heaven, hallowed be thy. What is happening? So what happened to your mothers, Spoke? Why is it only the father? Okay, I should not go there. Remember, we're gonna be relaxing because we already gone past the 10 minutes, right? The 20 minutes. So we're gonna be relaxing in this spiritual Ndumba. Not spiritual Ndumba, like a YouTube Ndumba. So it comes to that time where we're gonna relax with people praying. We're gonna hear things. We're gonna hear how people look at their mothers. They're ignoring their mothers. They concentrate on their fathers, right? Okay. I asked my cousins to remove it from me as we were sitting as a group. I woke up in the middle of the dream. Okay. You remind me of a dream I had a long time ago where I was doing the tantrums in the dream state. You are a healer. You're a healer, Spo, and then you can't remove things yourself. You're asking other people to remove things because you're fearful. How are you going to be working with others as a healer if you're still like that? How are you gonna deal with things yourself? You remind me of that one. You remind me of that one. It was so embarrassing as well. Oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. Ooh, it was embarrassing, that dream of mine where I was removing something, but on my skin, like, and I was not actually even removing it. I was like hysterical. The right word is hysterical. And my people were showing me, like, in that dream, I forgot I was a healer. I became hysterical. I wanted to be heading towards the hospital so fast. Oh, I forgot I'm supposed to. Unless you are doing your Father who art in heaven. You remember there is the source. Even though your source is coming with the masculine energy. So you were asking for help, extraterrestrial help. Is it what is called? But anyway, you get it there. You understand what was happening in that dream state. But just deal with the things now. You're a healer. The fear needs to go. The fear needs to go. You can do these things. You can do these things. Okay. But it was violent, or it was not violent or anything, but I just don't like those little fast moving things. And remember, as a healer, you're gonna have to deal with the good and the bad. The good and the bad. So you need to be able to navigate the good and the bad. Meaning that there are some things that we are fearful of in real life. Obviously, they will show you in the dream state that there are some things that you're fearful of. But as a healer, you need to be able to manage to deal with things, right? Even the things that you're fearful of. As it was showing you in there, you've got extra help. So what is it? Why are you so fearful? You know that you can get extra help from the source. So why can't you deal with the things yourself? So you don't even trust the person you're calling, your Father, who art in heaven. You're asking your cousin now. So what is the point? How is the faith gonna be working in your spiritual path if you don't even trust it? Anyway, Spawn, you get it there. You get it there. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Maybe your cousin has more believes better than you do. Can deal with the things that you can't deal with. But it is about faith. It's about faith. If you really believe in it, you should believe in it, right? If you believe that there is someone who protects you, so then why are you showing that you've got mixed feelings in that dream state? What is happening with you? Anyway, we'll get there. Don't worry, you'll get there. Some of us are still like that. But not me. Today I was just showing. They were showing me that I'm capable of riding a scooter. So actually, I started with a bike. I was on a bike first. Ooh, that bike as well was so beautiful. It was a different kind of a bike. Ooh, my ancestors, they got me nicely. My ancestors, spirits and guys, because I don't even know who's actually doing what at this particular moment. Why are they showing me these messages now when I'm enjoying myself? Showing me messages that are gonna take me off. Yes. So yes, I was riding a nice bike. Ooh, that bike was different. It was different. I can adjust it. I can adjust it in different ways. And then I thought I don't need that. Somehow I end up in that scooter. It was so beautiful. I had a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dream today. So beautiful. I guess no wonder I'm Kganya. Okay. Something I dreamt Indian family, including kids, coming out of the sea, playing soccer. Actually, I wanted to. I had a dream. I had a soccer dream there. I'll send it. I've just done it, edited a little bit, edited. I'll send it there on the video. I've done it a long time ago. I was answering someone playing soccer. That's so beautiful. You're playing soccer. Wow, we love playing soccer. I had to, okay, out of sea playing soccer. I said to them, you don't know soccer. Answer was, we are practicing, learning. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. We are learning. Wow. Yes, that is the message there. We are learning. That's beautiful there. So the children, isn't it? Is the Indian family. Interesting. Coming out of the sea, from the seaside. That's interesting. So they're still learning to play soccer. Remember, soccer is a teamwork, isn't it? So everyone is now practicing. Everyone is starting to get the role. Midfielder, goalkeeper, defender. Oh. Yeah. So everyone is given a role now. Like this is your role. You know, everyone is given what they're supposed to be doing in that team, right? So they're learning how to work on their roles, right? That's beautiful. I love football. I love playing soccer in the dream state. It's so beautiful because it makes me learn a lot about sports, and especially in the spiritual path. Especially when ancestors are trying to tell you something and they're using football or they're using soccer. So that is beautiful. That's beautiful. Something you're learning, right? Remember, you're learning. So you need to understand what it means. We are learning. Scenario is the soccer, football, right? Meaning that it is a teamwork. So everyone is learning their role and how to work properly in their roles, right? So that is beautiful. That's beautiful there. Cool. Did you see my comment on your previous post asking you to kindly talk about ironing in a dream? Yes, I saw it. I replied to you. I was ironing t-shirts, green and white, and another color I cannot remember. Yes, that's beautiful. It was your ancestral. They were giving you colors there. That is beautiful. So you're ironing them. Yeah, that's beautiful. Sometimes when our spirits or our ancestors or whoever that is coming in your spiritual path, when they're giving us the color of whoever that is coming in, different types, they will come in. Sometimes they will show you washing the clothes and putting them on the line, the colors that you have, right? Sometimes they will show you the color that is coming in. Now they're ironing up, meaning that they're preparing, ironing up. Ironing up is what the process of ironing is all about, right? So they're ironing up things, or you're ironing up things. You're ironing up your colors. And sometimes, remember, it's not even ancestral cloth. Even sometimes your colors can be shown even in the cloth. Even the beads. Instead of using the beads, they use the clothes that you're wearing to show you that you're gonna be wearing green and white, right? Beads or green and white cloth, right? So whatever that is coming in, you're ironing their clothes, or you're ironing your gift, kind of thing. So that is beautiful. That is beautiful. I love that. But if it is the ironing that is coming in, as in look at your situation. Now, look at your situation. Therefore, meaning that they're using the process of ironing up clothes. But this one is not about the process of ironing clothes. You're just ironing. It is the color that you're ironing, isn't it? The color reflected, isn't it? With your t-shirts. But if it was like when I'm saying the content of the dream is related to the situation that is happening in real life, meaning that it is coming to you as you ironing the clothes. So then we will look at what you felt as you were ironing these clothes, what you were thinking about as you were ironing these clothes. Who did you, which clothes, these clothes, who did they belong to? And why were you ironing it for them? Then that is where we look at what is happening in real life. Now it's coming to you in the dream state to look at it as in you're ironing. While you're doing the task of ironing, are you doing everything right in there? Or is there something when you're doing the ironing that you're thinking about? I'm always doing these things for people, but they don't appreciate my efforts. I'm talking about as you're thinking in the dream state. I'm always doing these things for others, but I'm making someone look good. They're gonna go out there with nicely looking clothes, ironed up, but I'm not even getting anything from them. Remember that as you're in the task of ironing, there is something that you're thinking about, right? As you're in the process of that task, something you're thinking about, which is related to real life situation. But a lot of us, we iron our colors. We are being shown because you're so excited. You're actually even taking your time. You're ironing them out. Because you know what it is. Some of us, I don't like ironing. But if it is something that I really, really, they're showing me that this one, I really even pay attention. I want to make sure that I take all the creases out, right? Because I want to make sure that when it is worn, you can see that it is, I really look, make sure that this thing looks right, right? Because of the way that you're thinking about things relating to gifts and the way you're thinking about them. Like I'm saying, some gifts and the colors, they've been shown to us, because remember that sometimes the gifts are coming in your clothes. It's your clothes, different kind of clothes, shirts, trousers, dresses, and shoes, and anything is gift. But sometimes the colors as well, they're coming in, they will be showing you, because they have to reflect the color, show you all the colors that are coming in your spiritual path. Now you're paying attention to the colors, right? Red, white. Woo, I'm gonna be wearing this. Oh, you understand? So it will show in the dream state, Anyway, we were talking to Paul. Okay, where were we? Guys, you're talking too fast now. You're leaving me behind. Okay, dreaming of ironing. All right, someone said, Scorpion Goddess, good evening, Scorpio Sea Goddess. And I'm laughing on behalf of Tsepang, more soccer practice, Tsepang soccer, okay. I dreamt I was in an old library from medieval times, but it was an indoor water park, and I was allowing my child and other children to play, and there were women dressed as witches at different stations. Okay, we'll get back to you because we want to know these witches. What does it mean to see cow or hyena running after you in dream but does not bite? Why is it running after you? What is your association with cow and hyena? What is your association? Okay. Where were we? Okay. So Ben is saying how to unlock your secret code. That is 3 numbers, but I have been asking my ancestors, no answer yet. I know it's too deep, but I'm asking a clue. Okay, they'll come back to you. They'll come back to you. I still have a number that my ancestors haven't come back to me with. So I'll be the wrong person to go there. If it is a code, that means they'll come when the time is right. They'll come to give you the answer for that code. It is not yet time. Do not rush it, because I'm gonna be here giving you something that is nothing to do with you and confusing you even more. Just wait for your ancestors. They'll give it to you if it is important at the time when they see fit. All right. Paul is saying, last night it was baby clothes, Christmas clothes, as if I was my baby cousin's clothes. They wore for Christmas Day. I could tell what designer shop they are from before they told me, and I was right. Prophetic. Oh, that sounds beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, that sounds beautiful. Yes, you answered yourself there. Got it. Yes, you got your answer there. You got 2 things: the colors, and now showing you that how you're like you can see things before, and now as they are revealing them, your prophetic gift is working as well. And there with your prophetic and your cousin is getting involved a lot with your prophetic gift. If it is the same cousin, that's interesting, because there you were calling her to come and remove things, and then here your cousin is involved, and there are children's clothes and stuff like that, and your prophetic gifts has been revealed as well nicely there. So that is beautiful. I got a lot of those. Togos, I'm cool. Togos. Okay, so that beautiful there. So yes, it's a beautiful thing in our spiritual path, isn't it? When we are nicely aligned with our ancestors, spirits and guides, and showing there as well the source with Paul's prayer. Yes, remember that that one as well comes in different ways for different people. Some people, they do their prayer in a different way, and some people, they do their prayer in a particular different way. Talking about Estonia, gosh, it's been hectic in my spiritual path, because I can't do anything. I can't pray. I can't togoza. I can't do anything. I can't patla. At this particular moment in time, I can't do any of that. It feels like it doesn't feel right. Right at this particular moment, when I'm saying prayer, patla is the same thing for me. I'm just saying that I can't honestly just. It's like that bit is being removed, so that I can align nicely with this new path that is happening in my spiritual path. So it's interesting. Yes, actually, this closed dream was just before the animal, same cousin's family. Okay, now let's go back to the witches. There are people there with witches. All right, who was talking about witches? I dreamt I was in an old library, medieval times, which is beautiful. Library, you get a lot of knowledge from the books. Medieval meaning that, wow, so ancient kind of things. You get a lot of information from medieval times. But it was indoor water park, and I was allowing my child and other children to play, and there were women dressed as witches at different stations. Women dressed as witches. How do witches dress? How do witches dress? And what were you thinking about? Let's get to you, because I don't know what witches. The witches that I see, the ones that I see on films, like when they say someone is a witch, they dress up in black. And black in my spiritual path is a beautiful, beautiful thing. The color black is very beautiful. So let's get to understand your witches. Anyway, we're talking to Tsepeng now. Tsepeng is saying, what does it mean? Oh, there's someone talking about the cow chasing and hyena. remember that if we were to look at the cow as in symbolic, a cow, right? A cow meaning a cow. Hyena meaning a hyena, right? Now, these things, think about it in real life, reality. We're forgetting we are in the dream state. Reality. These two things chasing you together. Just think about it. The cow and hyena. I think hyena will actually focus on the cow. Ndauwee. I should not think like that. Anyway, I should not think like that. It is spiritual stuff. Let's talk about it as in spiritual. Let's not think realistic, because realistic, then we're gonna be trying to be logical. Anyway, let's say it, and we don't want to say it is this and that, because we haven't got any information there. We haven't got any information. We need more information when it comes to dreams and you being chased. We need to understand the dream, how it started, and then how did it get to the bit where you see that there is a cow that is chasing you, and there is hyena that is chasing you. And we are not focusing on the runner, because when we are running in the dreams, mostly when I'm talking to runners myself, I don't even want to hear about who's chasing them. I want to hear about the runner's point of view. But in this dream, we want to know where it started, right? And when the dream starts, and where you start seeing these things chasing you, and then you decide to run away, right? And then as you're running away, what it is that you were thinking about. What do you think you are running away from in the dream state? Because you'll be thinking, oh, a cow will do what? I grew up in the village, and a cow wouldn't chase anyone. Hyena, I haven't seen, I haven't heard of. But let's just talk about realistic, right? So the dream starts with this, and these things started chasing me because of this and that. And then I was running because of this and that. And then I ran away from them. I end up actually running away from them. I didn't even find out what happened, right? So we go and understand your dream properly. But I tend to focus on the people who tend to wear trainers. Or sometimes people don't wear trainers, they run barefooted. I tend to focus on the people who run, because I'm more interested in the running, the act of running. Are you running out of fear? Are you running because you want to see how fast you can outrun the cow and the hyena? Guys, when someone starts telling me about the dreams and they talk about running, I can just picture the person, right? I can just picture them. And I'm more interested in hearing about them. In real life, if I'm talking to someone like in real life, in concert, they tell me about running, I don't want to hear anything else. I just want to hear to talk to the person, looking at the person's face, just to see actually if they're still tired as they're explaining the situation. Anyway, let's talk properly now. We'll get to the runners. But remember that the act of running is very important. Anyway, we're talking to I dream of black queens. Okay, we love hearing that. Dreaming of black queens, that is beautiful. Anyway, someone is going to explain the wishes. Anyway, let's say this saying, why is that when you are expecting a baby, it feels somewhat out of place, partling and connecting? Yes, actually, this close. Okay. Why is it that when you are expecting a baby, it feels somewhat out of place, partling and connecting? Explain more. Expecting a baby in real life or in a dream state? Okay. All right. I dream of black queens. Okay. Black hats and cloaks, the way which is dressed in pop culture. I felt like I was at the end of a class. The witches could not let us go to the next station until I finished the prior activity. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's interesting. What activity were you doing? And why couldn't you finish it? You want to concentrate on the witches, and now we are getting the real you. What was happening with you? And people are just there to make sure that you do the right things, and you want us to concentrate on the witches. Tell us why you couldn't finish your activity. And what activity was it? How about washing people's feet? The last dream I had about washing feet was when I saw a pregnant lady friend, well-known celebrity. Apparently, we are planning a baby shower for her. Okay. Are you talking about real life or dream state? What is happening? Washing people's feet, guys, is an intimate thing for some of us. Washing someone's feet, you do that when you really do something like that, as in a sign of like for me, symbolically, if I'm washing someone's feet, right? If I'm washing someone's feet, when I'm at home, if I'm sitting, I like massaging people's feet. I love that act of doing that. But massaging feet, if I were like with my elderly and someone elderly, grandparent, or my mother or my father, and I can see they're tired or something, and I just want to do something special for them, washing feet will be something very special for me to do for them, right? This is me. This is what it symbolizes for me. Something like, if I'm doing that, I feel that I'm doing something very special, right? Very special. But what does it feel? What does it mean for you washing people's feet? What does it mean for you? For me, it's very special. It's an act of, if I'm doing that, like it's a big thing, which I hardly do. But if I do, like seriously do it, just washing the feet, and after that, that act, and after that, wiping the feet, putting whatever I'm putting, Vaseline or oil on them, it's a beautiful act. If I were to doing it, I was doing it when I'm doing that bit. But for you, what does it mean? Anyway, okay. So that was I dreamt of a lady with 6 children, 2 at back and 2 in front, 2 on the sides. Okay. Out of the Valden, the kids are looking alike with their mother. That sounds interesting. 2 in the front, 2 at the back, 1 on each side. Okay. That's multitasking. That lady is, that's a proper mother of life. That is a big thing. What I'm saying is a big thing, like a serious stuff. If someone can hold everyone together like that, they've got it together, right? If you see anyone holding children like that, they've got it together. Like seriously, they've got it together. I'm saying that because I can only think of myself putting one child in the front, because I had, my children are like a few months apart. So it used to be 1 in the front, 1 at the back. And it was comfortable. But I cannot imagine having 2 in the front, 2 at the back, and 1 on each side. I mean, that is serious. I mean, you're going to be like, this is proper multitasking. So if someone was doing that, I mean, seriously, that is where we say that person is a beautiful thing to see. And, if someone can do that, they are really that good. I mean, seriously, you can hold all the children together like that. I mean, seriously, think about it properly. Anyway, that lady's got some strength, isn't it? That power. So, anyway, so she came and I noticed, that's Paul. So she came and I noticed her feet were dirty. Not sure then I ended up washing her feet. Being chased by animals is the scariest truth. Trust me, I know. Look, so all these things that are chasing us, relating to, there are things that are happening that they will come in sometimes as animals chasing us, relating to that kind of animal. Sometimes it's our people trying to get hold of us, but then they have to show you that they're coming in that form. But then you are running away because to you it looks like it is that and that chasing you, which is too much for you to handle, right? So you run away. So they will try all the tricks. People will chase you. If people are chasing you and you're still running, no, this, let's say your great grandmother is coming in with the cow totem. They've been trying to get hold of you. The first time they come to talk to you, you see someone that looks like they can't even open their eyes properly. It's a great something. They are trying to say, Thomas, you're running away. You think, I've never seen someone who looks like this, you're running away. Next time they say, maybe she'll remember if we use a totem. Then they use a totem to chase you, and they see you're still running away from it. Then they try another thing, another trick. Let's now use water because maybe she will understand. She won't run away from the water. Let's come with the water spirits, right? Then there's the water chasing you. You're still running away. Man, what's this person now? How do we actually get hold of this person? What do? We might as well just create a big hole in the middle of the road. When she's running towards it, she realizes that if she keeps on running, she's gonna fall into that ditch. So the next thing you're gonna have to turn back so that you can face whatever that is chasing you, right? Deal with it. It's either you go and fall into that ditch so that the thing can extend their hand and pull you out, or you're gonna just face it. Please talk to me now. Why are you chasing me? Right? Remember, you've got totems. We've got totems. Your totem now might be the totem of your father. You might have a totem from your mother's side, your great people. Remember that from the female side of things, there's a totem, right? And then from their other side as well, their mothers. Your mother has got a totem that is her father's totem. Your grandmother has got a totem, which is her father's totem. Your great grandmother's got a totem, which is her father's totem. So they might actually be different kind of totems. So you might be having different kind of animals chasing you. So you need to understand as well your lineage, what is being represented by. You might be running away from your grandmothers and your grandfathers, and you're now looking at them as animals in the dream state. You can't actually even look at them properly. You just see animals when it is a person chasing. Anyway, Ndauwee. Makhosi. They're still here. Okay. All right. We were talking to somebody's dirty feet. Spo is talking about dirty feet. All right, you're washing them, so that's beautiful. In real life, Lesedi is talking about real life. Let's go back to Lesedi, what she was talking about. Why is it that? Oh, okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't had. I don't know. I haven't met anyone. It's the first time I'm hearing this from you. That when you're expecting, you don't feel like paddling or anything. That's interesting. That's interesting. I've never heard of that. It feels somewhat out of place, paddling and connecting. That's interesting. I guess you can say maybe they're giving you time to enjoy the new life that is real life that is happening. So they can't be suffocating you with too much involvement. I do not yet know. I don't know, because this is the first time I'm hearing this. Anyway, okay, we were talking to, that's interesting. I have never heard of that. Lesedi. Okay, I looked at them and talking to the mother as we were going to the same direction. All of a sudden, she changed the direction and disappeared. All right, she was coming from where? Lady says out of the Walden, coming out of the water. Okay, all right. That's interesting. Okay, changed the direction and disappeared. Okay, dream state. Okay, supposed to talk about dream state. How about washing people's feet? The last dream I had was washing feet. Was when I saw a pregnant lady, a friend. well-known celebrity. Apparently, we are planning a baby shower for her. Okay, all right. You're washing her feet because the feet were dirty. Okay. Remember, you're a healer. You're a healer. So as a healer, meaning that as a midwife, you're gonna be planning all these things. A celebrity coming in the dream state, whether it is someone that you know or someone you don't know, a celebrity is something that is highlighted, the importance of it, how special the person is, or how special whatever that is being revealed to you is. So they will use celebrity, meaning that they will use the image of someone that you know and you celebrate them in this particular way. When you think about them, you've got these impressions of them. So they're bringing them in the dream state. Now they show you the act, what you're doing for them. You're washing their feet. They're pregnant, you say, and their feet are dirty. So if they're pregnant, if that's what you're saying, they're pregnant, they can't reach their feet. Actually, if you're even doing the baby shower, that means they're too far away, right? Bending over and getting to the feet is the last thing that a pregnant, heavily pregnant woman will do, right? People have to do it for them, the washing feet. So if you don't have anyone washing feet, someone who cares, like a healer will do that, clean their dirty feet because they're unable to get to that bit of themselves, right? So you'll clean it for them, right? Make it clean, nice and clean, and you're doing something special, right? So the message there will be, the teaching there will be like they will showing you something, whatever that you do. If it is a dream where they're teaching you about cleaning or cleansing people, or sometimes it is like you're cleansing this bit for them, using this bit. So teaching as a midwife, as a healer midwife, someone is carrying someone a special kind of a gift. They're at that stage where they are ready to give birth to that gift. So you come in as a healer, you do everything that they're supposed to do to prepare them so that they're in the clean state when they bring out the new gift that comes into their spiritual path, right? If we go into the spiritual bit of things. Okay, all right. Yes. Where were we? We were talking to Tsepeng is saying, okay, Tsepeng sounds like a water spirit dream, but that's beautiful. With so many kids. That woman has got so many kids. And she's able to, that is a special kind of woman, carrying those. You must have been like watching it in the dream, like, wow, that is so special. Like, that is so wow. Because you haven't seen something like that. There are things that, they're revealed to us in the dream state that they're special, isn't it? Something you haven't seen. They're showing you that they're possible. With this kind of whoever that is carrying those gifts or whatever they're carrying, their children, that they're capable of putting everyone together in one place, right? Because they are like that. They've got that power. They can carry all the 6 kids together at once and even do other things that you think are impossible to do as a human being. Gosh, this chair, I still need to do other things. Keep on saying I'm going to oil it, but I don't. Anyway, okay. We were talking to Tsepeng with the lady with beautiful 6 kids in all different places, putting everyone together. I was finishing different water games. Excuse me. I can only remember speaking French with another person in the water. French is not my native language, and at another station it had to do with the water holes. Okay, I got to the end of the activities before the dream ended. Okay, that sounds interesting. I got to the end of the activities before the dream ended. Okay, all right. Okay, so what is your question? What is your question then? I dream of black queens. All right. Okay. Suppose I'll get you. I wash my mom's feet as a treat, pampering gesture. Yes, that's what I mean. I once dreamt of washing her feet too. I also bath people on a dream state. I guess it is my gift. Yes, yes. We bath, we wash people. Remember that as healers. Um, Cleansing is going to be used in different ways. When you're cleansing, even you, when you're cleansing, the act of cleansing can come in as you taking a shower, you taking a bath. That is an act of cleansing. Sometimes the act of cleansing, meaning that the spirit can show you, the spirit that is cleansing you can show you, they put you in a different kind of setting to show you that they're spiritually cleansing you. You don't necessarily to be cleansed in the river. So they're showing you that that spirit has gone through they've cleansed you, spiritually cleansed you for you to do this and this next activity that is physical. So they can show you doing the act, going through the water in the shower, going through the water in the bath, going through, different kind of waters. But as in cleansing, coming out of the bath, coming out of the shower, you have been cleaning, you will have cleaned yourself. But the spirit, they can show you that you've gone through that with them, so you can do the necessary thing physically, right? So they can show you like that. Yeah. Yes, like that. Okay. All right. So what were we talking about? The cleansing things. Okay. Can I share what happened to me when I was last chased by a cow in a dream? Not sure though if it is the same with the person that asked. Okay, that's it. I thought of it that way. Okay, loved it. Okay, please share. Please share. Please share with cows. Yes, I had too many dreams with cows. Too many dreams with cows, and most of the dreams were nothing to do with ancestors, spirits, and guides. They were related to real life issues, like the situation coming in like that. The first, yeah. Please share, Spoke. The other one was obstruction. The other one was the situation coming in as in threatening. The other one, I'm talking about cows, the cows in my dream. The other one was two obstruction dreams with cows. Two obstructions dreams with cows. Because it was related, they were bringing the memory from the real life to bring it in the dream state. Yes, cows on the road, big obstruction, meaning that can be dangerous to the driver, right? Cows talking, telling me to park, because as a human being, I was not doing what a human being should do. The cows ended up, they were tired of being obstructions, because they could see I was like a confused person in that dream state. So the cow stood up from where they were, you know how the cows sit, where they sit or they lie. I guess they lie. What do the cows do actually? They were like this, like the cows do when they are relaxed, isn't it? They stood up and told me to, why am I not telling them to move so I can park the car? What is happening with me? The cows were talking in my dream. Right? They were talking. My ancestors were tired of behavior, of being the, what they call it when their people are in a film. You've got people, you've got what they call it in a film, when people are acting, everyone is given a role. Props. My ancestors were tired of being props as cows. So they were tired because I was taking too long to actually see the message I'm supposed to get from that dream. So the cow ended up not being a prop. It stood up, say, I'm fed up with this human being. Can't you see we are props? Tell us to move. I mean, seriously. Because they were used as props. There were cows in the dream used as props. Right? Animal used as props. But then there are other cows that are used for teaching, which is Mandawe dreams, which has nothing to do with props. You need to know more about cows, right? You need to understand cows. and how cows behave, right? You know, how cows behave when they're supposed to behave the way they're supposed to behave. You need to understand them, because not only understand them for you to eat them, to understand them, you know, like sometimes we have these animals and we treat them like this for the reason that are satisfactory for us because we want to eat them. But we forget that these are living things. I'm taking Mandawe spirit now. They are living things, right? So let's not take you there because you guys, I don't want to take the meat out of your mouth, because if I start to go in there, you might start going vegetarian like I am. Anyway, I'm trying to understand the message in the dream. Okay, the dream will get to you, and then I'll get to you straight and talk to you about dreams, so I can I can show you how to look at your dreams, right? We'll talk to you properly with the dream. We'll get you and talk about your dream, and then so that next time when you look at a dream, you look at it as a dream you're supposed to interpret it, right? We'll take you to your dream, like the dream properly. So bear with me then. All right. Okay, because we want to understand the message of the dream. All right. Okay. Thanks for that question. He what? To fetch me? Okay. What? Jay-Z, is it Jacob Zuma? To fetch me for me from the family. So are you talking about Jacob Zuma? Jay-Z is Jacob Zuma, right? I could be reaching out there. My brother said no, because I still need to finish my grades. I'm not in school and in working life. I think I understand it. So I was at a friend's place attending a party or something. So in comes this cow, chased me, only me. I ran to the bathroom. My brother came to save me. So it disappeared, went back out to the event. As I was sitting there, another friend got up to say, I first need to do what? Intonjan. I think it's called Uluto in Zulu. Okay. In my understanding, I think when they chase you sometimes. What is Intonjan? What is it? Uluto. What is Uluto? Talk to us like people who don't know Zulu. Uluto. Okay. Let's go let's go to in dream to explain the dream properly. Are you still there? I dream, so that we can talk about your dream properly, or is a ritual. Umsebenzi. All right. Okay. All right. The cow wanted you to do umsebenzi. Only you need to do umsebenzi. Okay. Okay. I see. I hear a ritual. Okay. Are you still there? I dream, because I want to go into your dream so that we can look into your dream now as in proper interpretation, so we can talk and about your dream properly. Are you there? So we can go back into understanding your dream message, so you can look into it without relying on others. Right? Are you there still? So type of there I meant ukutom. Okay. That's interesting. So is Jay-Z Jacob Zuma? Okay, I'm reaching out there. I'm reaching. All right, are you still there? I dream of black queens. Okay, you're not there, so there's no point in making you understand your dream. Anyway, I'm here. Oh, you're there. All right, let me go back to your dream so that you can feed me the right information, right? We'll start from where you started with your dream. I am giving you this so that when you're looking at your dreams, you look at them properly, right? I love Msholozi. We love Msholozi, right? Okay, I'm just talking about me. Should not be making you sheep. Okay. Okay, where were we with I dream? I dreamt I was in an old library. Old, medieval. Okay, but it was an indoor water park. Okay, indoor water park. Okay, and I was allowing my child. How old is your child? Is it a child? Do you have a child? As in real life, were they using a child in real life, using them in the dream state, or was it a child in the dream state, which is not related to your real life child? She is 4 years old. Okay. Okay, it's a girl. All right. All right. And other children to play, and there were women and other children to play. All right. So we were in a water park. Okay. There were women dressed as witches at different stations. Witches. But I don't know, different stations in water park. In what way? It was a real child. Okay. Yes, they will use our children, the children in real life, they will use them in the dream state. But we'll talk about why they will highlight that. Anyway, so your child was playing with other children in the indoor water park. In the library, old library, medieval library. Okay. Okay, so where were we? Different station. What do you mean by different station? What do you mean by different station? Remember, we want to talk to you properly without making assumptions here. We want to go into your dream to actually explain this dream. It was different segments of the room that had activities. Okay. Segments with activities. All right. Okay, where were we? I dream of. Okay, I was okay. I felt like I was at the end of. Okay. Where did the dream start? What about different stations? All right. Black hats, clothes. Okay, you're explaining witches. Pop culture. I felt like I was at the end of a class. Okay. Class activities. Okay, could not let us go to the next station until I finish pro activities. Okay. All tasks have to be finished, isn't it? To be finished before you are let in the new one. Okay. All right, from there, what happened? I was finishing different water games. I can only remember speaking French. With another person in the water. Why French? It's not my native language. Okay. And at another station, it had to do with water hose. Okay. So which country are you from? Why French? I'm just trying to see why French. If you are African, then we will have to understand which part of Africa the French beat will come in. But why French? What are you? Why French? Why French in that dream? If I'm speaking English, I'm from South Africa, we're colonized by the English, so I'll speak English, right? In the dream, somewhere along the thing, you speak French. Okay. Are you French? Or you colonize French? Okay, you're colonized French. All right. Okay, I got to the end of the activities. Before that, what happens to that? Okay, I'm trying to understand the dream. Okay, I am American. I learned the language from traveling to Senegal. Okay, Senegal. All right, you're American. Are you white American or you're black American? Okay, let me not even go there. All right. The reason why I'm asking you this, because if you're talking about what language you're speaking in the dream, that means it is important for you why you're speaking it, right? So if you are African American, it is different. Then we'll know that as African American, there are people who were taken to America from this beat, this beat, this beat, this beat. So if your ancestors along the way they got in contact with the French, so they'll speak French and your Native American, the Native African language, and then when you're in America, if you are from the fourth generation of Americans, then you'll have English speaking. Then we go backwards. Then there will be ancestors from your native country who are speaking French. So in the dream state as well, you will speak the language, right? Because they will speak the language, right? There, because it will show that it is the ancestors who got in contact with these people. They will speak the language in the Portuguese, the language of Portugal, French, the language of France, English, the language of England, right? So it will show like with the stages. So when we look into history, because in our dreams, we get to know about ourselves, right? So we get to learn a lot about who we are as people. So as we're learning about who we are as people, even our ancestors will take us through the process. Now, meaning that the family tree. In our family tree, there was a mixture there. In our family tree, there was a time where we got in contact with this kind of people. In our family tree, there is this, there is that, there is that. That is where we're speaking too many languages in those dream states. But that sometimes it is because of the soul journey, then you'll speak those languages in the dream state. And I'm only asking because you mentioned it. Now, okay. So, I don't know where you are in your spiritual path. In our dreams, we do activities. We have to do tasks. These tasks, they're like life lessons, meaning that we have to learn about different kind of skills as we're going in the spiritual path. How to make decisions, how to be in control of things that are happening to us in real life, how to be able to manage dealing with people around us, things like that. How we're supposed to look at things, pay attention to this, do that, right? Sometimes as well, we are learning to be patient as well in those dream states. And sometimes we're learning to work with others, right? So in the dream state, they'll create scenarios. Scenarios, it means that you'll be taken to a particular place because in this particular place, you know that in there, this is what you do. You're talking about libraries where you get a lot of information. You get a lot of different books that you were not even aware of. You get a lot of knowledge, right? Knowledge, as in you'll find history books, things to do with archaeology, things to do with medicine, things to do with in library, right? That's where you find information. if you want to learn something, instead of going and buying a book online, you just go to the library. You'll find that you'll find a book that you need, right? You'll find it for you, or you'll seek it out there. You'll find something, you'll find information that you need, right? In the library. Now, as you went in the library now, there are activities that needs to be done. You have to do this in order to move to the other bit. So there are people stopping you from getting into the other bit until you complete what you were meant to complete in the other side. Right? As in life, this is how it is like. You have to go through something first before you move to the next. So if we are impatient in the first one, to go to the next, you're gonna do things in half-halves. I'm talking about real life issues now. You're gonna do things in half-halves because sometimes you're impatient, you can't complete what you're supposed to be completing there as in task. How are you gonna be working with your people when they're telling you to do something in real life? They tell you to prepare tea. In the process of preparing tea, you see that you can make orange juice with ice cubes. I'm giving you an example with me as well. These are the kind of things I do. It's a task making tea. You're there in the water game. You're playing games there, and you are not completing it. You're not completing making tea. You think about, oh, I could just make orange juice, right, with ice cubes. Someone is stopping you. The witch is stopping you. The woman that you're fearful of is stopping you from getting to there until you complete the task that you're supposed to complete. When you complete it, the next door will open, so you can go and do another game. That game as well will reveal whatever it is that, as a life skill, you'll be gaining from there with your child. Right? So the scenario is that you're with a child needs to be playing with others, doing whatever games that they're doing. As a mother, you're there, paying attention to what the child is doing and whether the child is enjoying it. But even the children, sometimes they can lose patience. They want to move from one place. But as a parent, you're supposed to make sure that they complete what they started. Right? Because as in life, you can't just like this, I don't like it anymore. You're going to move to another. Right? So that is the dream. So in the dream state, they are giving you information that you have gone in a place of learning. You've gone to the library, where you're going to gain a lot of knowledge. You're going to get a lot of medieval knowledge, important information. Now, while you're in there are games that are being played there. You play them with others, right? And then when you finish that, when you complete that task, you move to another. Then you complete that task, then you move to another. Then witches can be used for you because they know that you wouldn't want to cross witches, isn't it? So if you are fearful of looking at witches, so they know by putting these fearful witches in front of the place this segment you're supposed to go into. If they say stop, go back and finish, you will stop and go back and finish. Right? But if they put me there at the door and I say, no, you can't do this, you can't go into this segment until you complete that, you might take me for granted and say I'm going in, right? But with the witch, you will think if I cross the witch, they might do something, right? Are we here with each other now? I dream this is where you can ask me questions if there is something that you want more information about, as I'm explaining things. So that is what we do when we are being taken to the dream state. So we are taken into the dream state to the library, because that means the information that is going to be revealed is going to be like medieval information coming to you. But for you to get the new information that comes in as in old, you will have to complete one before you get to the next segment, before you get to the next one. You finish this one, they see that you were serious about it, then they reveal new information as you go to the next segment, right? It's like you're giving, what they call it, treats. Someone completes something, you say, well done, there's treats. Our treats comes in as information, big information coming in. You completed this task, big, beautiful information, right? then you complete the other task. Big, beautiful information. You'll see me coming here on a live session and talking about, wow, there's this thing I've learned about. There's a new cloth. It's like this. Is you do it like that. This cloth, it means this and that, because I would have completed the task. I would have played the game as I was meant to play. I would have learned a little bit of my whatever that they were showing me that I'm supposed to learn. If it was self-discipline, I would have been as self-disciplined as I'm supposed to, right? If in that task it was related to me making good decisions like that, I'm supposed to be very good at working with others, right? So that means I've managed to show my people that I can work with others, I can play games fairly. So that means the next thing is, wow, Makhosi, as I'm still using the name. Here's the muti to make people get excited when they see you. The name of the muti is called this. That just means they're giving me information as soon as I finish the task. Right? That is the spiritual bit of things. Okay. So that is just that. You got it. And we sing Otta there. Tobela Otta. Always giving me beautiful laughs. Okay. So we got it. This is a great interpretation. I do feel like I have been stalled to complete something. My hometown asked my ancestors to reveal where I am in my spiritual path. I need to know what the task is. Okay. Yeah. If you completed the first task, you'll get to know. I for one I'm waiting for my project. My people have told me I have to wait for my project, so I'm waiting for it. And it's been like this is the second week, probably the third. I'm waiting for the project from my people. And I can tell you, waiting around is not pleasant. But we wait. We wait in the spiritual bit of things. Ndauwee Ayanda, great to see you. We wait. It's a spiritual part. We wait. We wait so that they give us whatever that they think is suitable. Remember, as you're waiting, it means that your people are preparing out there. They're getting ready. So don't be impatient. Yes. How long have we been talking to each other? 1 hour, 39 minutes. Wow, how beautiful is that? We've been talking for a long time. But it's not a long time in this spiritual path. 1 hour, 39 minutes. That is when we start getting excited. You bear with. Oh, what is this? Today I'm going to be drinking my. I've just found that I brought moringa seeds, so I'm making moringa tea with this. It smells different, isn't it? So I'm going to be drinking that. Because we are celebrating with those who are celebrating the month of, what? Mbuzi month. We are celebrating with them, our Zimbabwean brothers and sisters in spirituality. So we're celebrating because they've been waiting like waiting for food. Like when the people are fasting, spiritual fasting, and they're waiting for ancestor spirits and guides to be ready, because it's a month where they can't do too much fun stuff. Waiting around. Beautiful. So anyway, oh my gosh, let me if I can get this without actually, will I be able to do this with I might actually stop this video by mistake. I wanted to talk about that. If I can get it here. Okay. Think about that name. I want to share with you because you guys, you might have a lot of yes. It's called Biza, right? I was okay. I understand something. I'll explain this after. I usually pray in the mountain, but last time I went, I saw an owl, and it's related to something good or bad. Why will it be related to, why does it relate to something good or bad? Remember it is your association. In my Ndumba, we Mandawe spirits have taken us out of thinking negatively about things without like just thinking negatively about things because we don't understand them. So we are taught about these animals. We are taught about their behaviors, why they behave in this particular way, why we see them in these particular places, why they will appear to us, things like that. So when we look at them, when we see things that are unfamiliar to us, what comes to us is not negative. We're trying to understand why they appear in that way that they appear to us, right? And then we get more information from our people. We take our programmed association of things and then we go direct to the people to actually explain things to us, right? So I know what and I can see the bad thing that I grew up hearing about. Excuse me, it's rubbish, isn't it? And all rubbish. You hear that sound, but at night time you're supposed to hear the sound, isn't it? Or wherever you see it, because sometimes they have to be in the places where they've got their hiding place. So you see them because you probably disturbed them where they were hiding, because they're supposed to be in the place where it's dark, isn't it? Because where you're walking somewhere, maybe they were hiding in between the rocks, and they, as you're walking, they come out. We don't know. We want to hear more, Ayanda. Tell me what is your association with it? You personally, what is your association with it? That tea reminds me of the tea I made in my dream, and my aunt living gave me a bottled juice. I take that tea is a positive dream and juice for that matter. Okay, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Remember that a lot of our medicine in the dream state, when they're teaching us about medicine, sometimes they come as in they're showing you the people are preparing the tea, the recipe, this tea will be drank in this way and it will be used for this and stuff like that. So the preparation is preparing it like you're preparing tea, right? As in muti, preparing muti as in you're preparing tea, you boil, you do this, you do that. Someone gives you for this reason. In the dream, you see even the person who's giving you, they're giving you to heal this bit, or they're giving you to deal with this bit, right? Sometimes you see that our people are being used, our family members are being used to show us that that person gives you this because this will do this and that. But sometimes our people are being used. I'm talking about family members because they will give you something because they are negative. They think negative, right? So your people want to teach you about when something is coming in negatively. They use that person that you know. They show you that be mindful. Some people might come like this, appear like this, and give you something like this, but their intentions might not be good, and things like that. So our family members are used in all the different ways that they are in real life, and the way we think about them, which is the way we truly think about them, and the way our ancestors show us the reality of how they are, not the way because sometimes we are taught to think about people in a certain way, but our ancestors will correct us that person, even though we're thinking negative about them, they're actually not negative. They're like this, right? So they show you that they're giving you something, but because you are thinking about them negative, even in the dream state, they will show that when they're giving you, you're already thinking negative. Your ancestors, they want to see yourself that, you see, look at you. Someone is trying to give you food in the dream state. You're already thinking negative about them. You're actually even doubting that they've got good intention giving you this, because already you've conditioned impression of them, which is not in a good way, right? And they're teaching you to correct that bit of yourself. Anyway, Okay. Ayanda is talking about owls there. But I don't taste anything with this tea. Maybe it's not brewed properly. I'm brewing it in a flask. Okay, where was I? I don't know. Okay. I was answering Spo there about bottled juice. And sometimes they will use the drinks, your ancestors, and guys, they'll use the drinks as in they're teaching you about muti, as in sweet or bitter. Sweet or bitter. So sometimes they can use as in it tastes like this, it tastes like that. You know, that taste is good to heal this bit. That taste is good to heal that bit. Meaning that bitter deals with this bit, this kind of condition. Sweetness deals with this kind of condition. So they will use what like, if it's orange juice, it tastes like sweet, isn't it? Anything you're drinking that is sweet deals with this kind of condition. Anything you drink like a bitter tea or something like that, it deals with this kind of condition, right? So they will use things that but the message in the dream will be about the bitterness or the sweetness of whatever drink you have in there, if they're teaching about muti. Anyway, we got that. And I usually pray in the mountains, okay? Good or bad. Okay. Where were we? Oh, Ayanda was talking about. I don't know about an owl. I don't know if I'm pronouncing an owl properly. The kids keeps on correcting me this word. I don't know, but I'm using a new buy of Impange. Oh, okay, that's beautiful. I'm a Kganya. And I have been more aware of birds. I don't know why. I even sometimes have vision of flying birds in the sky, but the owl scene seemed new. Okay, because it was my first time ever seeing the owl live. Wow, really? And it was after another bird. Wow. Okay. I study birds, I study animals, so those kind of things will be so interesting for me when I'm seeing them in real life. So interesting. Like really interesting. And remember Impangela Kganya, again for meaning that you have to be a detective. You can't see something and start associating it with a negative thing, right? Hackers don't do that. Hackers don't do those kind of things. Hackers, they study the environment, they study the animals in that environment, they study why they are seeing things at that particular time of the day. That's in Bangel. If you're wearing the Hacker ancestral cloth, why are you seeing that kind of animal, especially during daylight? Why are you seeing it in that place that you're seeing it in? What is actually happening there? How is the weather there? Right? As in, this animal appear in the right condition at that time when you saw it. What is actually happening? That is the Hacker. That is when you find the root cause. What is actually happening here? Right? That is you wearing your ancestral cloth for what it's supposed to be worn for. Right? So you do detective work. And then you study it. And now, okay, you saw it like that. You were at that particular place. Okay? That's interesting. I've never seen you before. Now, Google has helped us. It means that not only are you going to be taken in the dream state to study animals, but Google will help you, because if your ancestors see that you're interested in studying about that particular animal, they will bring it in the dream state and teach you about it, the traditional way. They teach you about that animal. But they will see that you're interested. You've seen it, you're interested. They see you trying to find what is an owl doing, where I saw it. It was alone. Do they actually appear alone, or do they appear with others? The owl family. Why did I see it on its own? What did it look like? Is it a mountain one? Do they even have mountain ones? Okay. Do they appear a lot at this particular time of the year? That's interesting. Okay, why me? Why did I see it? Right? when I saw it, did it behave that it normally will behave when animals, sometimes when they see people, they feel threatened, they will, just run, isn't it? Go their way, and you go your way, isn't it? They probably are not running, but they're just going on the way they were wherever they were going. But if it was there looking at you, and you were there looking at it, why? You understand? Why were we looking at each other? Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about other things now as I'm saying this. I'm not spiritual now. You study these animals. You study animals. Guys, we need to study them. Birds, we study them. And our people, they help us study these things by making sure that they appear. Remember that it's easy for the spirit to take over, an animal spirit, because it's easy, because animals are not like, they haven't gone through the things that we've gone through, as bad as we've gone through them. So it's easy for the spirit to come through using the spirit of the animal that you see. Probably your people were just trying to get close to you with those big eyes. They sing Ayanda. And Ayanda is thinking, is it bad or is it good? And your people are trying to say something to you. We don't know what was happening in that mountain. You with your Kganya ancestral cloth, you've woken other spirits, animal. We don't know. We're just thinking for you, Ayanda. But you study them so that your people can bring them and teach you more about them. Actually, Spo is saying, I'm happy to hear there are lots of dreamers out there. Yes, we're dreaming. This time I didn't drink them. Okay. Zimbabwe, a chicken. I saw myself riding a chicken. What? I'm drew by lots of chicks around this hand. Riding it. Hey, Marakanit, this is abuse. You're riding a chicken now. The way I don't know animals, it is embarrassing. I have to ask my kids if I see something in my dreams. Okay. In the dream state, things they are possible. Things are possible. But me being down, awake him Ndauwee, awake him Karanga. If people are talking about their riding chickens, in something else, we're talking abuse. Were you a chicken as well? Because if you were like a human being riding a chicken, that's abuse. Dreams or not, that is abuse. It can't be right. It can't be right. It can't be right. But remember that this in the dream state, you can be in a car turn into something else. You think you're in the car, is driving in the middle of the road, driving, and then you realize that it's sand. The car dissolved into sand. Like you were sitting on top of the sand. Is the dream state. Remember the things that are happening in the dream state. You have to remember you went to the dream state town, and when you come back to reality, you remember that in the dream state we do things, but abuse. That one is abuse. So I can't be encouraging these kind of things. What does dreaming about a wagon mean? What do you mean? I was looking for my son. He appeared in a wagon, and I was amazed that it was just him in that cart. And if it was pulled by a horse or donkey, as I didn't see. What's happening with you? Come on, Spo. What is happening with in the dream state? If you're seeing someone else doing something, you're thinking about something there. Like, wow, interesting. Oh, wow, that's dangerous. Wow, things like that. Wow, that is because you're observing others. Wow, especially if you're looking at a child. Wow. Oh, no, that's dangerous for my child. Ooh, if that thing comes apart from there, ooh, it might be like this. There are too many things. Actually, I was watching a series yesterday about old Spanish kind of towns. I love the way they dress, and they were going around in wagons, horses and stuff. It was interesting actually. But you see, if the horse behave in a strange way, the horse goes in a different way, and that wagon goes in a different way. You've got a big accident waiting to happen. But we don't want to think like that, right? We don't want to think like that. But in the dream state, we have to think about the good possible scenario and the worst possible scenario. We have to think like what Yolanda was talking about, the good and the bad. In a dream state, anything is possible, yes. And I was so happy on that chicken. Okay. And the chicken carry their children on their back. The reality. Do chicken carry their chicks on their back? I haven't seen that in real life. I haven't seen that in real life. I haven't seen that in real life. I don't know if it exists. The only time I've seen the chicken like looking like one is carrying one on their back, but they are not actually carrying one on their back, is when they are being lovey-dovey. And it's the quickest thing I've ever seen chickens do. Like it's like they are on the head, but they're actually doing something at the back. But they are like, I'm talking about chicken mating. Was it mating? But I think that's what was happening. Anyway, did you talk about that Jay-Z dream? It's about? No, at least I never saw it. Okay, you're writing them and you're having fun. Okay, that's interesting. You're writing chickens. But anyway, let's not think like that, guys. Let's not. Let's try and think. It's daytime, right? Let's try and be decent. Let's not think about anything that is beyond the dream. Guys, I study animals. I see animals in dream state and doing things that animals do because I'm being taught that these are the things that happen, right? And one thing that I loved seeing when my people were showing me is the snakes. The snakes, that was beautiful. The birds, that was beautiful. The mating was beautiful. And I guess chicken fall under birds, isn't it? They just they fall under birds. They're just different kind of birds, isn't it? But that was beautiful to see and to actually understand what actually happens there. Hey, it's interesting. It's interesting. And but a human Paul, what was happening in your dream? What was happening in your dream? What was happening in your dream? Okay. Hey, we're gonna hear things here. Okay, someone was talking about something there. Oh, okay. You were talking about something. I don't know what was happening with Jay-Z. Anyway, that is just that. Interesting, you guys. Anyway, I'm saying you guys, the Gogos and the Mkulus of the spiritual people. I think we have done what we were meant to be doing in our spiritual. Oh, I wanted to talk to you about this thing. How can I forget this one? Because we are talking about animals now. I was learning recently about the Biza. They call it, my people call it in Biza dance, which is a traditional Shona. It's not, like in spirituality, there are dances that are done, like sacred dances that are done, and when you do them, oh gosh, the way that they are performed, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful, like the Sutu will have Malopo. The Malopo means that you're gonna be doing Malopo in that particular way. It's a sacred dance, trance dance, but in a different way with the different tune and drums depending on where you're playing it. The biras as well, different tune and tone depending on where you're playing it as well. And the Biza dance, trance dance, wow, 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 that was beautiful. It was beautiful, sacred, kind of beautiful. Anyway, it was beautiful. I guess I just shared because it's still I'm still going in that. Yes. Nonkul, it was as I'm riding a horse, and I'm talking about a horse, Spo. I'm talking about a horse now. I'm talking about the dance that is called Biza dance, which is a horse dance. It's an ancient horse dance, but they call it Biza dance because in Biza is a Shona language. So it's a sacred dance that is done to perform a sacred ritual, right? Sacred ritual. I'm talking about a horse and you're talking about a horse. Okay, as if you're riding a horse, as in getting a ride, not what you're thinking. Okay, all right, good. Hey, gosh, because yeah, thank gosh for taking me out of there because I was deep in it. I was trying to get out of it, but I was deep in it. I'm corrupted. Yes. Yes, that's beautiful. The only memory I have of riding a horse, I remember I was riding a horse, and my people were sending me to someone who used to have horses, so they were sending me. So I was half a human being, half horse, myself. I was riding it. I was like walking like a horse. On top, I could see I was me, but half of me was like a horse walking. So I was going there because they came in to make sure that they wanted me to understand. They loved horses. So they were taking me there to their place. So I was there like a horse. Oh, that was a nice walk, that one. Ooh, I could actually feel as one foot going there like a horse would do. I was just enjoying myself. Yes. Yes. That is like that. Mm-hmm. Yes. 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 So we that is what, look, because if you're saying things to us in that way, we'll think like that. Because one thing for sure we need to think about, is it possible? And then we can't see the possibility of it. And then we start thinking, what could be it? Have we seen something like that happening in real life with those kind of things that people are talking about, the animals that they're talking about? Have we in real life seen them behaving in that way with each other? And then we're thinking, oh, we haven't seen it. And then the memory comes in, oh, you've seen it in a different way. And then the memory comes in thinking, this person is talking about what? It can be, and they were having fun. And then you're totally corrupted. Then you have to be taken out of that corruption into thinking spiritual. Suppose I can imagine the horse wagging its tail. Yes, 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 yes. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So that is what we were here to do. We've done what we're meant to be doing, and remember, especially the one with the long road, endless road. Remember that this spiritual journey. I'm just drawing the wrong road and trying to try and give you comfort, and people not giving you lift and being chased by dogs. Remember that sometimes on our path, things can come like this, where we're not getting any help from others, and then we got things that are making us worry, that they're chasing us, that we can't deal with at this particular moment in time. And no matter how much we try to get help from others, it doesn't seem like ours is coming in, our help is coming through. So it just look endless, as in the road being longer and longer and longer, meaning that as we're walking, it seems to stretch and stretch and stretch. It's unlike others. It's like there's no end to this road that we are on, and we're getting tired along the way. Not only are we getting tired, we are being chased. Do you understand? So you can't even relax on it. So remember that sometimes we just have to stop, deal with urgent matters, the things that are chasing us, which is urgent. And then after dealing with this, even this long road, it will be easy for us to walk it, because we will be now walking, and when we are comfortable, we'll be walking without having to run. We'll be walking at our own pace, because there's nothing chasing us. And if by any chance, since people as well, they're scared of whatever that is chasing us, they don't want to deal with what is chasing us, because they wouldn't want to be involved, isn't it? So once there's nothing chasing us, people, when they see that you're not running away from anything, then they might stop and give you a boost, give you a lift, so that road is not longer for you, right? I'm talking about as we are going through difficulties in our lives. So things like that. And especially these difficulties, when we are going through the most, it is like everyone else doesn't want to deal with us. It is like people don't want to actually help. It looks like it. As it was reflected in this dream. It looks like people are not willing to help. There's no one out there to help, right? But we deal with the urgent matter, and then we will see. It will be easy for us as we go on. So that is just that, the dream with difficulties on the road and the elongated road. Anyway, what I missed your answer about angel numbers in dreams. Okay, I was talking to someone, was asking me about, I think it was Sepeng, about the angel number. Angel numbers are different. Angel numbers, they are totally different, meaning that they're giving you information as you're going on the spiritual path. It's totally different. Ancestral spiritual code numbers are totally different from angel numbers, right? We're saying angel numbers because everyone is talking angel. Remember that you as a person can be angelic as well. Meaning that spiritually you're given a number that when you look at it, it will correspond with what you're going through, as in a nudge, acknowledgement saying that you're on the right path. Acknowledgement meaning that do not worry, your time will come. Acknowledgement as in this soon shall pass. Acknowledgement as in your road is about to open. I mean, the door is about to open. Acknowledgement as in you're good. You're good. Look at you. Look at you, you're good. Right? So it can be given as in those numbers. But the spiritual ancestral code, meaning that they give you the number that comes in, and then it will reveal, they'll reveal it when you get to that stage where big information will be revealed. And that is a code that opens a big door that is locked. It can only be opened by that number. But they're giving you to make you aware that there is a door that is going to open ahead, but you're going to need that code, meaning that it is a door that is like secured in that way. No one can go in there but you, and you've got your own pin, the same way as we have our own pins for our bankers. We have our own pins for our code phones, so no one can access it, right? It is strictly for you. It is your own number. It's not related to anyone else. It's not the same as my number. But then there are other people who are coming to us as spiritual people. They give us number, meaning that the person who's coming to us, it is number this. My side, they tend to say angel number, meaning that the person who's coming in is angel number this. So when they come in to me, then it will reveal what that number is signified for me and them, right? Even them, when they're getting the number there, it is a code to come to me. But when they come to me, they will find that I'm giving them a code, a number that corresponds with what they're getting there. Angel number corresponding with the person who's been sent to me, right? So it's different. But what Tsepen was talking about was personal one, right? Which patience is needed. Anyway, so that was just that. Okay. So was saying something. What does it mean dreaming of receiving e-wallet of 50 Rand and they tell you buy something for your child? I don't have a child. Okay, that's beautiful. I don't know. It sounds beautiful though. It sounds beautiful. Buy something for your child. It sounds beautiful. You're given the money in the dream state. They say buy something for your child. A child that you don't have. I don't know. I don't know. For you, I don't know what it means for you. I don't know. It would be difficult for me because I don't know where you are spiritually. So I wouldn't know. I'm not getting any information as I'm talking to you. Okay. But it sounds beautiful, isn't it? Okay. Suppose saying wait for me. I don't know. I'm not getting anything for CEOs. I'm not getting anything from her dream. I'm shut. I'm not getting anything. I know some people will say, yes, it means this. I'm shut. Totally shut. Speaking of angels, I got a perfume named Angelic Dream State. Okay. Okay. I hope I'm not oversharing here, oversharing family secrets. If it was a family secret, you wouldn't be sharing it here. You will know that you're not sharing it. But don't be surprised when you see me selling angelic perfumes, right? Because you've given me the name of the perfume. And you're gonna be like, I shared this secret with Makhosi. It was the name of the Makhosi is selling the name of the perfume that my people told me that I should create perfumes. Remember that a perfume is someone that someone sprays and they get a nice odor, smell nice, right? So it could be that whatever that you'll be creating for others, you're calling it angelic. That means when you're around those people, they give you that feel, right? Then it's coming in it's something that people spray on it. It's the medicine that you create for others as perfume. It's coming in as perfume. They spray it, right? And then they start attracting the things that they attract because they get the angelic wings. Remember, I do not know. I'm just saying to you that sometimes ancestral language can be that they're giving you a clue of what to do. You create perfume for others. You give it a name, and then you sell it for others. Meaning that not only perfume like you see in shops, but something that you create it in your dumba. It comes in as in perfume. It can be sprayed for others, and they get whatever it is that they get because of your powers. Whatever powers you've got, so that you use it like that, and then people will be, like people sell herbs. The people sell what they call it, you footer with. Some people will sell soaps, some people will sell teas and stuff like that. You will sell perfume out there. You sell perfume made out of these things. What they call it? This the incense. What they call that incense? The incense that we use a lot, right? Then they spray it. The next thing you hear ancestors the way you're supposed to hear them. When you're on that road, people come to you say, Tokoza Gogo, we need your help. Because you created angelic perfume. Anyway, remember that we are giving you something there that we are not actually literally giving you, but we are saying to you that some things they come like that. If I'm being taught about something that can be used by others in this way, like I remember my people teaching me about purple. Remember, this what I'm sharing anyone can do, right? Like they were just giving me ideas, like you can do this, create this, the things that people create, candles using paper, kind of thing, meaning that people will be out there. It's a business idea. Your people are giving you business idea, right? That you can create this. It's a business idea, because some people, they think as a healer, what you're supposed to do is create business ideas for people who are coming in as patients and like that. Business ideas, it means our people are taking us to the dream state. They give you a business idea that you can literally create perfume that can be in shops, Woolworths, Peps, all those places that you go to sell to others. That is business idea. Instead of seeing the beads that you seeing them black and white beads, your people are showing you that you can create something, okay, I'm sharing things that my people keep on, they show me, but I'm too lazy to do these things. Doesn't mean if we're giving you green and white beads, it means you're supposed to just beads, you wear them like this on the head. No, use the colors that they show you, create things, and if you want to go big as a business, you create them, you create bottles, green and white bottles, green and white flask, green and white something, because it's a business idea, isn't it? But a lot of us concentrate that it's just we're being given this, you just have to be busy. No, you create this you can decorate this with green and white, you sell it, right? It's your people, they're showing you the color, sell it. A lot of people they need green and white things. Healers out there, they dream about these things, you sell it. So they show you, so you create it. If you're not lazy, right? You create it, you create these things that people can wear. It's a business idea. It doesn't have to be only suwasho that you sell at home. It will be something that you go big, right? You go big. Remember that this is business ideas that our people are giving us in the dream state. It is an idea, but sometimes we don't go further than that just idea. We just look at it as in, we just create it. When someone comes to visit you, you're giving them. But most of our people, when they're giving us these business ideas, do this herb and this herb, create a tea that people can do. They're not saying may go on a small scale. They're saying if you can push it, go on a bigger scale. Depending on what you like doing. Some people, they're business oriented, they create things on a bigger scale. But some people, they are not. So they'll just create them smaller and weigh them themselves, or create it small scale, sell it to people like them, right? But all these business ideas that they're giving us, we need to go bigger. They give even beautiful perfume names. You create it, you sell it out there. One day someone might recognize that this is something big, something creative. They come to you. The people start giving you more information, creating things people wear, create things people spray with, create things people use on, use on their skin, create things. That is ancestors. I mean, if your ancestors are like my ancestors, my only issue is I'm lazy. I'm not like what my ancestors are like. I'm more of a talking person, not a doing person. I do it sometimes when I've got the spirit of creative spirit, but I'm a talking person. Yeah, so I was just talking about the angelic perfume, which is beautiful. Okay, I got a text from my ex saying I should. Okay. Okay. I once got a 1 coin from an old white man. He told me to buy ice cream for my son. Okay, did you buy it? Did you buy the ice cream? That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I've dreamt about someone giving me money in the dream, and I remember even waking up. I was in a show. I was being interviewed actually in that dream. I was in this, like those places where you're sitting there, you're being interviewed, like those kind of things, and everyone is there watching you being interviewed, and somehow I'm being given 50. I think it was $50. I think, or $20. I can't remember properly the time, but it was reddish. It was not rands. It wasn't dollars. Oh, it was not pounds. I think it was dollars because I tend to dream about dollars. Anyway, so I was being given it, and I remember waking up from that dream. I was holding it like this. I remember even telling myself in that dream that I'm gonna wake up with this money. I'm waking up with this money. I'm gonna wake up with it. This money, I'm coming out with it, right? I remember even waking up, holding my hand like this. I was holding my hand because I was holding on to that money so serious that I thought it was in my hand. And I realized I just woke up from a dream. I was so disappointed. But everything, these things, they've got meaning, but, they've got meaning. Okay, so it looks like we are running out of time anyway because my battery is flat, so it's gonna cut me. Let me just read your last message, and then we'll take it from there. So we're finishing, I think. Okay. I've been getting these nice scented perfumes with names in my dream. You're getting the thinking now. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah, do something about it. Being seeing numbers a lot in my waking life. I Google them for meaning. Like now, I just saw 1717. Okay. All right. That's interesting. That's interesting. Double numbers. Double the trouble. Anyway, so I think that we've done that. I mean, I'm left with 12%. So we've done 2 hours, almost 2 hours, 30 minutes. So we are thankful for those who are holding us so that we don't fall apart. So, and in our spiritual path. And remember that everything, when your people are showing you something, go back to them, ask them a question, reply to them, tell them what you think about the dream, and then they will correct you. Remember, that is how we learn to interpret our own dreams if they are not yet talking to you. So you before you go to bed, you explain the dream, the one that they show you that morning. You explain it so that you go to bed, you reflect on the dream that they gave you. As you're going to bed, you're telling them that you thought what the dream was all about, so that they can make corrections there. They can see where you're getting wrong, and then they can correct you, so that your process is faster and stuff. So we don't rely on others, but only our ancestors, spirits, and guides, right? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. Rely on our ancestors, spirits, and guides, so that we can be strong. Remember this, we need to be strong so that we can now start talking business, right? We can now start talking business. We can now start talking business about things that are happening, that serious stuff. Not only dream, but serious stuff. Things that we are seeing are affecting our people. Not only personal things that are affecting our people. It's like big stuff. Things that are affecting our people. Serious stuff. So we can start attacking community-based issues. Anyway, that is just that. And Kganya, we'll talk again.